Namaste, everybody. Namaste, yogi and yoginis, and namaste, everybody from the studio. As we still obviously um, do things in a safety distance. However, know that I really do miss you and thinking of you and wish for the day that we can see one another in person again. Today classes, I still want to explore the essential of the foundation, which is our hands and feet, because pose we can do all the poses however we wanted to, and if our feet and our hands wherever that our body part are grounded to the floor are not supporting us well, when we move again and again in that kind of improper setup, the problem will happen mostly later in life, especially, and when we get older, right, things getting more stiff, and our posture actually getting worse and worse, like round shoulder, crunch over, and kind of collapse on the lower back. And when we can bring our awareness toward them and know that we have the power to keep them into the proper space and maintain that, it's a very good habit to have in the long run of keeping our body healthy, less achy and in pain. Having said that, close your eyes, please. May your breath be deepened one after another. And that journey back to yourself become more sustained, aware. You feel your body in space, and you use that awareness to start aligning yourself properly in your seated pose. You elongate your spine up to the sky with the heart opening, and your shoulder blades come together on your back softly. The inhalation allow the space within feel like it's filled up with possibility. The possibility for you to see yourself different. That you are not too old, too young, too poor, too rich, too late. Let times be timeless. And no matter what days, months, or years, remember that doing your action right, consistency. We keep your body, mind, spirit in this space of health, in this space of peace. In this space of calm and content. More often and regularly. You draw your hands together right in front of your heart. And let's chant Om 3 times together, please. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Another deep inhale, please. You bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes. Let's come down onto our back, please. Let's come into the space that we can really warm up our joints and muscles safely. Once again, when your back's on the floor, elongate your arms and your legs away from one another. Know that this elongation is so essential while we're standing up as well. Rock your hips side to side while you're here. Keep breathing nice and deep. You can stretch a little bit to the left while you're on the floor. Switch to the other side. And keep switching. Then we bring the arms and the legs up toward the ceiling and shake, shake, shake. Maybe start massaging your face. I love to massage my face when I'm on the floor like this. If you like massaging yourself, this is good time. Knees together toward your chest. We drop the knees side to side. I can feel the adjustment in my body. You move mindfully. Keep the opposite shoulders on the floor and let that weight of your legs to go as far as the opposite shoulders stay grounded, okay? I don't want you to care to bring your legs down and you allow your shoulder to come off the floor. One more, each side, please. And then when you've done that, we go into Supta Baddha Konasana. Your feet together on the floor, knees fan opens apart. We're going to reach the arms over the heads again. And you drop your knees side to side. Yeah, we get into this hip stretch. It's a gently stretch. I hope. And once again, you open your arms wide and then you bring your knees up and together and open your feet hip distance apart. And from here, we do Windshield Wiper. Drop your knee side to side. And then next time when your knees go to the right, just go there, like, and stay there. Use your right foot or not. You want to aim that left knee as far away from your body and as close to the floor as much as you can without feeling hurt, okay? And some of you might be able to use your right leg to help. Some of you might not like that because you're too tight. And you're gonna feel a really long stretch along that lateral side of your left leg. It might go all the way up to your hip rotator and may go up to also to your lower back. Now, this is the time that you allow your back to arch a lot. So you can bring that left leg as to the position as you want to, like to go as close to the floor as you need. And when you feel like, okay, that is good, your ankles are not hurt, your knees feel safe, then you just stay right there and use each breath now, especially your exhalation, to soften your ribs to the floor. And that will increase the intensity of the stretching. Every time when we can use the gravity to help us stretch, I feel like it feels safer, and we can relax into the stretch much easier. One more breath here, please. Oh. Inhale, come up center, and we repeat the same action on the other side. Once again, either use your left leg or not, it doesn't matter. Like, what matters is you're safe with your options, and you can aim. I'm going to use no left leg right now, that right knee really far away from the body. Yeah, and let the back arch, but we still have to keep your right shoulders on the floor, okay? We're going to go with the leg as far as your right shoulder is grounded. And we just know that it's not going to move anymore. Then we just use the breath and the gravity to work that softness in your chest downward to the ground. One more breath, please. And relax your jaw. Carefully bring your legs up center. Draw your knee toward your chest. Then draw your feet up toward the ceiling, opening your knees apart. Happy baby. Now hold the soles of your feet with your hands or the strap. Doesn't matter. Push into that hands or strap just gently to feel the muscles engage, and then you can rock your hips side to side, and you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay. I want to give you another place else that you can go if you can go there. Right? Some of you may be able to hold your feet and just kick your leg out to the sides towards straight. Okay. Yeah. So then you get into the abductor stretch while your back is on the floor. It feels really good when your body can get there. It can get there somewhat. Yeah. If it's not, don't bother. It's not a big deal. We can stretch that muscle elsewhere, trust me. And then let go of your feet. Have your right ankle above your left knee. Extend your left leg in and out 2-3 times. And then get your left knees in and hug your left leg with the hands and breathe. Oh yeah. Even though it's a gentle stretch, it still feels painful. It's painful in a way that you know that you're safe. Do they have any better word for that? And I rock my body side to side. It just feels good. change side, please. Here we go. Yeah. Oh. Extend and bring your right leg in just a couple times and then hug it. Oh yeah. It's like you just tell your muscle, I am going to stretch you. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Go. And then let go. You know what? I never have an opportunity to offer your stretch this one before, but it just came into my head. We're gonna switch right leg on top of the left leg again, okay? But these times, you are going to cross your leg as far away from one another the best you can and stack your right knee over your left knee. Try your best. And you fan your shins apart, like keep spreading your toes. And you're gonna hold the soles of your feet with the hands, right there. And you're gonna fan it apart and pull your knee toward the chest. You can hold from the front, you can hold it from the back, press your toe. I actually like it this way better. It's better for the shoulders. So you pull your knees in toward your chest. You feel like you're gonna cut yourself off from breathing. But then after that, move your hips away from you and go toward the floor to resist that action. Yeah. There. And that is going to take the stretch, go into the lateral sides of your legs again and into your piriformis muscles somewhat. It's not going to be intense for me anyway. I'm not sure about you. Now, if you are not flexible enough, I highly suggest go back to right ankle above the left knees, okay? Because I see some of my students cannot really stack the knee on top of one another because their hip muscles are really tight, plus their legs muscles, and then switch. Now, if holding the feet are not helpful, maybe hold the ankle or maybe hold up to the shins, see if that helps, and then just fan it apart safely while you pull the knee toward the chest, and then you move your hips, your butt away from you and toward the floor. So you're going to feel like you're arching your back with that action, but when you draw your knee in toward your chest, it tries to bring your back into the round position and you balance those actions. I start to feel tension in my neck. And bring the stretch into the hip. One more breath here. And let it go. Shake your hand and your feet up to the sky. And let's do bicycle. We do it 14 times, please. Hands behind the back of the head, your knee toward the chest, and here we go. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then come down to the floor. Drop your knees side to side. Roll it all the way to the right. I need to go to the left because my receiver is on the right hip, and come up to a seated position. And extend your legs in front of you. Shake them. Shake, 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 shake. And stop and go underneath the hip and draw your inner thigh in, back, and apart. Spread your toe. Press your big toes and your little toes away from you. Lift your heart up to the sky. Inhale. And then exhale. Extend your body forward. Go forward. Don't go downward, okay? Inhale, come up. Exhale, we go backward. You can draw your core in a little bit and go as far as you can go that way safely. And then inhale, come up. Go forward, exhale. Keep repeating. Your hands, they can be in any places that it makes you feel safe. One more, please, each direction. And you inhale, you move up and away from the floor. Keep your left leg extended. Cross your right leg over, foot down, knees up. Twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen your spine up. Exhale, when you twist, right, you have to use that left elbow and your right knee to help you to turn to the right, and even your right hand then. Remember, your belly is resisting your chest. Spine elongate. Don't forget the neck. You have to learn to stack your spine completely. It's go from your tailbone all the way up to your neck. Exhale. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, twist. Turn forward, inhale. Change side, please. Inhale, lengthen your spine up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. Belly go forward. Inhale, breathe. Breathe and try to move your back. It's going to make you feel like you can breathe deeper when you do it that way, and then twist when you exhale. One more. How about another one? Inhale and twist. Now, next one is going to go into the lateral sides of your hips again while we are sitting. This time, you are going to do Baddha Konasana, but you're going to make that shapes a little bit bigger. So you roll your legs out, okay, and then drag it in. So your knee going to start to go to the side, okay? I don't want you the heel to come so close to your groin muscles. Leave it there. So you're going to have a diamond shape with the legs. And when you have it there, then you are going to move your body forward. If you need to use your hand, do that. And then forward and keep forward, moving forward and go downward if you go forward enough already. Yeah. Oh, you can feel it. And you're going to feel it right. I can feel it really close to the knee on the lateral sides of it. Press the little toe side edge of your feet on the floor firmly. Relax your jaw. What a challenge. Stretch. Please, if your body cannot go as low as I do, don't judge yourself. It's just not that. If you cannot feel the stretch at all, maybe because you are too tight, we stretch this muscle elsewhere, okay? Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Let's go on to the hands and knees, please. We're just going to give that stretch for someone who can stretch them. If you're not, we go elsewhere and we can stretch those muscles. No worry. Do a big circle with the spine. You can move from front to back and just like move your body, your back muscles up to the sky, down to the floor. Relax your jaw. Change direction. If you carry so much tension in the body, maybe next time when you exhale, let it come out to your mouth and make the sounds of ha. It's going to sound like this. Ha. That actually will make your body relaxing. Even more so. Very impressive. I try that and I'm always surprised. And child's pose, toes together, knees apart. Sit down onto your heels, arms alongside the ears, extend it, and make sure you feel safe at your elbow. And you walk your hands to the right. Open your arms as wide as you need. Inhale, breathe into your back, rise up to the sky. Exhale, push the floor away from you. Let that left seat be heavy. Inhale. Exhale. Chest go down. Inhale. Shoulder blades up, back rise up. Exhale. Chest go to the floor.
Walk back to center, walk back to the other side. Inhale, breathe up to your back. Anchor your fingertips down and push the floor away from you and feel that stretch along the right side of your body. Repeat with breath. Come back center. Inhale, round your back up to the sky and you move forward to your wrist. At the end of it, arch your back. That's your inhale. Exhale, round your back up to the sky. Move away from your wrist, back down to your heel. Exhale, child's pose. Repeat, please. Inhale. Exhale. Now, when you go up onto your wrist, remember that this is the time that you really need to bring the action of spreading your finger. Keep moving. Check your wrist crease. Yeah. Make sure that your wrist feels safe. You should go parallel to the front edge of the mat. Your arms should be shoulder width apart or maybe a little bit more wider. Yep. Four corners of your palms are grounded to the floor. Last one here, please. You come back up onto your hands and knees and we thread the needle. Right hands go underneath. Right? Remember, hips either stack over the knee or sit down onto the heels. Oh yeah, it just feel right into this tricep or rotator cuff muscles. Oh my God, this is so tight. If you go hips over knee, the stretch will go more into your back muscle. You get that twisting feeling. And if your back needed, you need those. And you see my left hand, I just move into my back without even thinking about it. It doesn't have to be there. It can be in front of you. It can go up to the sky. You can be fancy with the left hands as long as you feel safe on your left shoulders. Safety first. Inhale, move up and away from the floor and you stay balanced on your left side. Turn your chest to the right side of your house. Right arms overhead, right legs back. Breathe to your back. And then when you exhale, move your weight back and turn your heart up. One more. Inhale, breathe to your back. Breathe to your back. Exhale, turn your heart up. And then you're going to push yourself off on the floor. Right? So you're going to come up and balance on your left leg. Now we're going to stretch the left side of the body. Inhale. Left arm up and left. Exhale, you go over to the right. Move your hips back, horses in. If you push your hip forward, you might feel in the lower back, and we don't want that. Inhale. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, move away from the stretch a little bit. And exhale, you go into the stretch. Move, inhale, up and away from the stretch. Get your left hands on the floor. We turn the chest forward and step your right leg forward between the hand. I already lift my right arms off the floor. Left knees come off the ground. Pivot to the left. Feet parallel toward one another. Start to find your height. Start to find your height for your back. Feet parallel, chins in, thighs out. When you stretch your leg completely, see how high your body needs to come off the floor in order to feel the elongation, right? And you work from there to go toward the floor. You can go just still and go down toward the floor. Any one of you who are able to dangling your body, just like right there, just like that. You have options. You can sway your body side to side while your friends are working themselves downward to the floor. So do what you need to do in your space, in your stretch to get, once again, the maximum stretch and the loosening up of our body. That's pretty much it. We work on our own body, not everybody else. I feel like I have to have an allergy, everybody. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Let's turn back toward the front of the mat. And you get your left knee down, get your right knees back, and we do thread the needle, left hand this time, please. Allowing me to blow my nose. Here we go, here we go. Oh yeah. I'm ready. Too late to come to stretch here. Come off on the floor, balance on your right side. Remember, right hand, right knee, kick your left leg back, and you lift your left arm up toward the sky and heart open. And when you inhale, you breathe into your back. When I say breathe into your back, it's almost like you feel the air move into that and you feel your back rounded slightly. And then when you exhale, you stretch and you turn your heart up to the sky. It's a jellyfish move. Okay. Last one. And push the floor away. Balance on your right leg. Hips back gently. Right arm up. Inhale. Horse in. Exhale. Stretch. Now, keep your heart open. Even though your arm is over there, I would rather see you do that and feel the stretch instead of rounding the shoulder and go it that way. Okay? Keep the lower back safe. And inhale, move up and away, and go forward. Right hand down, left leg go forward. Right knee is off the floor, pivot to the right, let me turn forward. And you turn your heels in and turn your toes out, and you move from one leg to the other. Skandasana movement of the leg. Help us to get into the hip just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. The lower you go to the floor, the more stretch you're going to feel it. Your body can take a deeper stretch you go. Remember, it doesn't matter where you are, high or low, your knee should stack over the ankle when it's bent. Yeah, I need to go lower. I don't get enough stretch. That's the word to look for. If you don't get enough stretch, you know that you need to go deeper. And that's all we go. We just want enough stretch for our body wherever it is. Carefully, turn forward. Rest in child's pose, please. Then we are going to crawl forward and let's work our core and upper body strength. Forearm plank pose. Elbow underneath the shoulders. Interlace your hands or not. You can hug them. You can pray. You can just make the fists next to one another. Get your shoulder over your elbow. Yeah. Balance your weight on your knees. Like, I get my legs off the floor. Or it's like, oh, it's not challenging enough. Let me get my knees off the floor. And it's like, oh my God, that's not the right choice. Go back. Right? Be mindful. The more you in the practice, the more challenge poses you will be able to take. Like, at the beginning of the practice, normally we can only take a little and we build it up. When the muscles start to kind of loosen up a little bit. It just feels like that now in my body. Go down to the floor, extend your left hand to the left, palm facing down. Turn your body open to the right. Remember, keep your heads on the floor. And you turn your chest open as much as you can feel safe. Just know that like these legs right here, I'm just clapping my feet. The more you move your knee forward, the more your chest is going to go to the floor. And that is probably good for you who are not able to turn your chest up enough up to the sky so much because you're tight. Like when you start to get the leg a little bit more away from the front to the back, of course, you have more force and weight to allow you to move backward more, and it means that your body starts to roll open, right? And it means that it increases the intensity of the stretching. Go to the floor. Is everything okay? I just need to. Thank you. Other side, please. I have to catch up with my husband a little bit. He walked. Here. Other side. Anybody have any trouble with the allergy at all? I do. I buy these homeopathic allergy medicine. It's called kick-ass allergy. It's really helped, but wow, it hits hard. It hits hard like right now, which it didn't happen like that last year. I hope you take care of your allergy if you have one. And slowly roll yourself back down to your belly. Now, since we're here, let's work our shoulders a little bit. Allow me to put the receiver someplace safe. Wait. Top of your feet on the floor, just grounded. That's the foundation. Now come behind your fingertips and move your fingertips away from you. Any places that you feel like you can get your elbow up to the sky and opening your elbow to the sides, okay? Now it's not forward, it's just to the side and back, yeah. And like you opening them enough that you can see what I am doing right now. Like you move your shoulder up and down, up and down, up and down, yeah. It's pretty much just like loosening up that part of the body a little bit. So this is a cobra. It's cobra action. So then we're gonna go there. Now, you can circle. Then take the cobra pose. Now, some of you can have your hand flat. Some of you probably need to use your hand in the Spider-Man hands and get that shoulder blades up and away from the floor and together. That's what I need first. And when you have that, push down into your fingertips or the palms, courses in and get the lift from your lower back out to the crown of the head. I don't need much. Exhale, go to the floor. Jellyfish move, inhale, push and lift. Exhale to the floor. Strengthening the lower back gently. Inhale. Exhale. Now don't let that shoulder come toward your ears, okay? But you don't need to push it away from the ears so severely. Don't have to. Oh yeah, lower back. Next long. I need 2 more. Last one. Stack your hands on top of one another, rest your forehead on them, and rock your hips side to side. And then you stop. Slowly inhale, bring yourself up and away from the floor. And come onto your hands and knees. When you have that pose, then step your right leg forward. Let's try this one and see if you can manage to get yourself there or not. It's not a hard pose, but if you're tight, it's not an easy pose to get into it. Your hip flexor. Right leg forward, right. So we are going to stretch the hip flexor on the left leg. We're gonna do it by get the left foot off the floor. Yep. And hold the foot with the hands. This is the time that some of you may feel wobbling, or this is the time that some of you will feel like, oh, I cannot hold the foot. If you're wobbling, use a block, stack it with the opposite hand, and you have more foundation to help you to balance. If you cannot hold the foot, put it on the floor, and do everything else the same as us, okay? So now for us to hold the foot, I'm gonna go there first. Square the hip, root your tailbone down. Inhale, lift your heart up to the sky and get the heel into the hip. Exhale, lunge forward. You see, I'm pushing my front foot forward because I don't want the front knee to go beyond the ankle. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, lift the heart. It's not going to be deep. I mean, the movement is going to be so subtle if you have your hands on the foot. But for us who doesn't have the foot, you exhale, lunge. I mean, your movement is going to be greater. Inhale, lift the heart up. So you in low lunge, exhale, lunge. Inhale, lift the heart up. So we pretty much do the action of the low lunge, right, with either your hands holding the foot or your hands is not holding anything but help you to keep your heart open. And then you let go of the foot, come out from the pose, and we go into runner stretch. Forward and down to the floor. Straight the bottom leg first, of course. Heels down, toes up. Heart go forward. Exhale back. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, go into the stretch. I am exaggerating my jellyfish action right now so you can see how it creates. You don't need to move it so great. Like you can just like be in that stretch and just move a little bit away from it. And then exhale, you move into it. Like it can be small movement and it can be a big movement. And that it will depend on what do you want and how much you know yourself. I almost have to say I cannot teach you that, but I can remind you. Come away from the stretch. Have your right foot down. Go forward. Launch and have the weight onto your right foot. Let's opening your left hip to the left and lift it off the floor and try to go up toward the sky the best you can. And you just send your heart to the floor and you have to feel the elongation of these two parts, okay? They kind of pull each other apart. Do the best you can and then slowly square the hip and let your left leg come down, come down, come down, come down and cross behind your right leg to the other side. Place the big toes down to the floor. Elongate the spine forward. Once again, find the height that your lower back can elongate away and out through the crown of your head. And each exhale, you move downward to the floor. Remember that the weight of your body should be more on your feet, not your hands. Oh yeah. Inhale, lift your chest up and away from the floor. Bend the knee. Step your left leg back. I'm going to finish with a strong pose in this sequence, okay? Bend your right knee. Have your left hands on the block, please. Now you make a fist with the left hands or the palms on it. It doesn't matter. And you bend your right knee. You might have to broaden that foundation in the front a little bit. You might say, okay, maybe my right foot should go to the right a little bit more. It should not be too narrow. Like how wide, you have to adjust that accordingly with your body. So keep the left leg on the floor and now lunge as deep as you can and kick the back heels away from you. Then anchor down into your left hand. Core is in, exhale, twist to the right. So your chest is going to try to go up to the sky without, without hurting your foundation. And your belly go to the floor. You're going to have to work your legs more. Inhale, breathe into the back, and exhale, heart lift, belly to the floor. Neck is nice and long. Remember, spine is built from your tailbone out to the crown of your head. Keep moving. Extend your left hands back behind you, palm facing up. And maybe bring your left arm up. Now, don't disturb the foundation of the pose. You cannot see from your neck down, but those, you have to feel them. And you need to do them still. And exhale, child's pose, please. I know. I know some of you will enjoy it because you love the challenge so much. Some will be like, oh my God, this is a little too much, Aphinya. No matter what thought you have, you come back to your breath and breathe. And just let that thought just move through you. Don't allow any meaning to grip on your body. Other side. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Left leg forward. Right. Upright with the trunk. Remember, you either do low lunge or bend your right knee, hold the foot. I don't really need to use the left hand to help me balance. It's not for any body. You have to be safe first. Yeah. Foot is in, hip is back, tailbone down, core in, spine up. That's you. And you try to lunge. Exhale, inhale, lift. For us who doesn't hold the foot, our movement is going to be greater. You can see that movement much clearer. Two more. And exhale when you let go. Then we're going to move backward. Pull the back leg more. Then we can straighten that left leg, heels down, toes up, spine elongate. Exhale down. Relax your jaw, please. I know when you focus a lot, sometimes you just tense. Can you put the skill action into the body and learn to relax at the same time, so you make room for that skill to settle in the body? When you tense up, it's actually not in the body. Last breath. Inhale, move up and away from the floor. Once again, when you have enough room for your body to move, then you drag your left leg in and you're going to go forward, launch it. Now, I have to show you with the block because I can extend my body better that way. So when you go there, right, you're opening the hip to the right and you extend your right leg back and up while you extend your chest forward and to the floor. Now, if you don't go like diagonal like this and you go do more like a parallel and look more like a warrior three, it's okay, but learn to elongate these two parts of the body away from one another. Then square the hip and cross your right leg behind the left leg. Cross leg to Tanasana and bow. You can move your body in this half circle to the left, to the right. You can stay still, hang your head, and you just keep shaking, shaking, shaking the head. And you relax your shoulders. I can bring the arms off from the floor because I feel that I can rely on the legs. You need enough flexibility for that to happen, and of course the strength. Now, the reason I say the word flexibility because people who are tight, mostly they have strength in it already. They just need to be open a little bit first. Just stretch, stretch. Get the best out from your stretching. And inhale, come up and away from the stretch, and you soften the knee so you can move safely, and your right legs go back. Right hands on the block. Okay. Left hands on the hip. Now my left foot and the right hand is too close to one another. I'm going to heel toe the left foot to the left. Even diagonal it slightly. Now wherever the toes go, the knee should go the same. Okay? Don't let it turn out too much. I don't need much. Yeah. And then you extend the leg away from one another, anchor down to the floor. When you twist, heart go up, belly go down. Inhale, breathe to the back. Breathe into your back leg. You make that back rounded. And exhale, extend and twist. Inhale. Extend and twist. Inhale. Breathe to the back. Exhale, extend to the leg and twist your spine. And then you can get your left arm extend the palms back and up first. And circle or not, right? Save shoulder first. And exhale, go to the floor. Child's pose, please. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Let's take a seat. For some reason, I need to take you there. For some reason. Legs wide apart. Heels down, toes up. Upavista Konasana. Spine elongate up to the sky. Exhale, we go forward into the floor. For some reason, I feel like the lateral sides of my body, it gets the stretch a lot. And my inner sides of the legs, like, how about me? So here we are. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Since we are here, let's stretch the sides of the body again. Please go to the right first. I hold the back of my head. You can extend the arms alongside the ears and just stay on this side, and stretch. Keep pressing your legs down. One more breath. Inhale, up, other side, please. And inhale, come up and away from the floor. Carefully lean away, move the legs in, lean on one side, bend the knee, feet on the ground, go to the floor, stack the blanket underneath the knee if you need to, right leg forward, left knees come off the floor, plant the foot, toes go to 10 o'clock, come upright with the body. You're going to get into your warrior one here. Square the hip and rotate the back leg in, back. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, sky, sky. Heart high. Exhale, lunge deep into the legs. You push from the back leg into the floor and let that energy move yourself forward so you bend your right knee. Inhale, spines up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lunge. One more breath. When you exhale, you kind of let go of the stretch a little bit. Get the weight, move a little bit forward. So you get the back heels off the floor. We're going to go to warrior two. Left arm circle from the floor up. Shift the weight forward and then shift the weight back. And see if your feet are front heel in line with the back arch. Exhale, lunge. Exhale, lunge. Now we go. Exhale, extend out through legs and arms. Inhale, spine nice and long. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, lift the heart. Inhale. Now exhale, extend side angle pose. Right. You're going to tilt it sideways to the right. While you're doing that, your heart is going to go up, but your belly is going to go back. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, extend. Adjust your feet accordingly. I need your width to be enough that the front knee doesn't go beyond the ankle. And you should feel that your legs are really working. And inhale, come up and away from the floor. We're going to go to the floor carefully. Okay. And we get into the lunge stretch again. Back knee down. Oh, you know what? Don't do that. Don't do that. Facing forward, grab those blocks or hands on the floor, and we go into pyramid pose instead. So you step your left foot forward slightly. Stand a little bit shorter than your warrior 2 or warrior 1 and hip square toward the front of the mat. Elongate the spine forward. And we go bow down. And just repeat with breath. Inhale, move up and away from the floor. Bend your right knee just a little bit, and then you step your left leg back further. Sustain your energy. Pivot to the left. Go all the way to the back of the mat. You're going to repeat the second side right here. Left foot point forward. Right leg, now we go toe to 2 o'clock. Square the hip. Hug the chins in toward one another. Come off from the floor. And when you exhale, you square the hip, rotate the back leg in and back, and you lunge. Like push from the back leg and forward. Inhale, core in, heart lift. Shoulder blades back. Exhale. Inhale. Moving with the breath, like no tension in your jaw and your eyes. One more breath here. And with next exhale, come move more forward so you can get the back heels off the floor, and you can lift it and you shift it to make it parallel to the back edge of the mat, and you swing your right hands back, palm facing down, warrior 2. Left heel in line with your right arch. Adjust the stand. Inhale. Exhale, extend side angle pose. Hips back, heart lift. Itchy struggle, Daddy? Exhale, we go toward the floor. And pyramid pose, square the hip forward. Okay. Step the back leg forward slightly. Okay. Stand a little shorter. Square the hip toward the front edge of the mat. Hug the thighs in, spine elongate. And bow down. And inhale, move up and away from the stretch and get yourself to child's pose, please. Carefully, we're going to go from here to standing up, okay? Almost done, everybody. I know. can we do a figure four? It's your pigeon stretch. It's I call it a pigeon variation. Wall will be really helpful for some of you who cannot balance. I'm going to facing forward so you can see what it should look like from the front and maybe turn sideways. You have your right ankle above your left knee. Now the ankle itself away from the knees, okay? So just go to the sides. And you aim your right knee to the right. Left foot point straight forward. Then you're going to bend your left knee. And your knee is going to take you forward, but you're not going to go with it. You're going to move your hip backward. Now I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Okay. Knees go forward. If you not move your hip backward, you're just going to go with it. I'm not go there. You go hips back. When your hips go back, extend your right knee further to the right. Lift your core off on the floor. Yeah. I know it looks easy, but it's not. It requires balance. If the balance is a problem, use the wall. Okay. I want you to get into this hip stretch as best as you can. We don't want the belly to sag into the leg. We lift it, hip is back, elongate the spine always. Stay there. If you don't use the wall, you can balance yourself with the arms. The balancing is really important now. We try to master it, especially for the winter. Slowly come up. Falling is not fun and it can be dangerous. Other side, like balancing your right leg. I'm gonna make sure that left ankle above the right knee. You bend the right knee, your body go forward, then you balance it by moving your hip back. That's gonna help you to balance in the pose too. And keep your spine elongated. There's no round shoulder. There's no collapse in your lower back. You just elongate away from it. Carefully inhale, up and away from the floor. Swing the body side to side, please. Tree pose. I'm going to use the standing to get the best out from the practice right now. When you balance on your right leg, turn your left foot out and place it inside of the right leg. Hug the legs in. Now that is the beginning of the pose. You can stay right there if you still need 2 feet on the floor. Or you can lift it and push it in your chin, and your chin also push into the foot, or you can go bypass the knee, up to your thigh, push your thigh into your foot, and push your foot into your thigh, so your hip is stacked right in the center, so you don't feel like your hip move to the one side. Move to the other side is harder, of course. And right here, hips back, heart lift up, elongate the spine. This is a very good place while you're challenging yourself in balancing is to learn to align your bone properly. Neck nice and long. Hips back, core in. Don't let hip go forward, please. What's go forward is your heart. Like your heart go forward, your shoulders go backward, your hips go backward, your core is in. And chin side. Good things come in lots of details. Other side, please. Balancing your left leg. Turn your right foot out. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, or you go all the way to the groin. Hug both legs in the center. When you hug that, feel the energy. That from the core you growl, you move your hip back. And from the core you grow tall. Heart lift, breathe. Your arms can go up, nice and long, out to the side. Hands in prayer, like, or anywhere else. Anywhere else you like. And exhale, let it go. Swing the body side to side. And slowly, thank God, now we can go down onto our back. Safely, you can go sideways first. Go sideways, go sideways. This is a safer thing to do. And then you roll onto your back. And like, oh yeah. Windshield wiper. Where's my block? Both of your knees come to your chest. Exhale, drop them to the right. Keep your left shoulders on the floor. Remember, I want your left shoulder to be on the floor more than the knees. If they cannot go to the ground, you can put the block between the knees or on the bottom of the knee, bottom of the right knee. It can help. Yeah. Or hug it. Or you can put the blanket, just showing you that we have prop for a reason. Yeah. Or even the blanket and a block. I just want to show you not to be afraid to use prop. Just, yeah, thank you. Use them. It's much better. Just don't be afraid if your body needs them. Come up center, inhale. Other side, please. To come back up center, and then we get the block underneath the sacrum, and dangling your legs up toward the sky. Adjust everything else. Make sure you feel comfortable. And just let the body relax. Jaw just drop. Allow the exhale. I see that this is actually a good time to use the hard sound. It's even better because the gravity will work with you. You let go. Just know that you don't have to do everything by yourself all the time. There are the moments that letting it go is necessary. It's necessary for your health, for your happiness, and for your peace. Namaste.